83, and she's dating Rob Lowe at the time. So we are at a premiere, in-studio premiere at Universal for my little soulmate bestie at 17 or whatever, at Rumblefish, which was a Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola movie. And she was there with Rob Lowe. And this woman, okay, again, she's going against the grain of other actresses, like I have mentioned. She recognizes me. This is Melissa Gilbert, future president of my union, like beyond phenomenally popular in that series, 4 years, following a lifetime. And she recognizes me on one of those like mini carpet, red carpet, like photo op things that they have at these, screening premieres. Brings me over, identifies and acknowledges me as Sean, and brings me over to meet Rob Lowe with my friend Dana in tow. Now, I mentioned in another show, Rob Lowe, as soon as he saw that he was being introduced to this guy, he bolted. I don't know what that was all about, but as soon as there was the shift of, he bolted out the doors of the Universal screening room that go out onto the parking area. And she kind of was like, not apologetic, but just like, what are you going to do kind of thing. But again, I don't mean to belabor the point, but she recognized me. She took me over. These are things that actresses don't do. There's competitive threads and all kinds of other threads in so many different directions, and publicity and chomping up every second. She didn't have to do that for somebody that was 12 years old playing her dorky little boyfriend who's waltzing her around in a barn at the end of the episode. But she did. So I don't know what's going on, current events. I really, especially that kind of current events, I really turn a blind eye to until I need to. So I don't know what's going on. All I can say in any form of remote testimonial, for lack of much better words, this is a gracious woman, an intelligent woman. I feel one of the better presidents of our union. I did not see any self-aggrandizing, not that I see it elsewhere. I saw no attempt to further her career, so to speak, as president of our union, and there were certain policy-driven things that I also leaned into. So that's my Melissa Gilbert story. I am not gushing, but there are certain folks, creators, YouTube creators, obscure celebrities, and yes, this is one of them. So thank you, Melissa. Thank you for adding to Michael Landon's affirmation of me, like in the audition, acting like, wow, I want you for this part, and pointing out things while we were shooting for those several days during that week, almost not in an is that all right with you kind of thing, or kind of like a vibe of, what do you think of that? Carl Reiner, the same way. Directors don't do this enough, at least. Okay? So Melissa, I hope that dovetails, if you're watching, with all of your wonderful experiences, good or bad, with Mr. Landon. And I can just tell you that I have bragged about you being a love interest on Little House on the Prairie for decades. You're a gracious woman. I love you dearly from afar, and from the couple of times that we met socially, and that I had the honor of working with you that week. So I'm going to let you go. This went way too long. I know it. But see you tomorrow with the usual. Meantime, be good to yourself, those you care about, and you know what we do with the other ones. Bye.